Is this gambling? New York thinks so.
Earlier this year, New York filed a lawsuit against Valve alleging that Valve's loot box systems are a form of illegal gambling.
But Valve disagrees. They don't think this is gambling. According to them, this is no different from trading collectibles like Pokemon cards.
And the boo-boos! So, where's the difference between ripping packs for a shiny Garchomp, spinning for a faded Karambit, and betting the mortgage on black?
By the end of this video, we'll figure it out. Don't worry, Zohran. We got this.
In these debates, gambling is often treated as a binary. Something is a slot machine or it isn't. But I think a much more accurate picture is a gradient.
A gambling gradient. I made this one. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so here's the one that I made.
The first level of gambling are the things that Valve referenced in their defense. Baseball cards, and Pokemon cards.
These collectibles are primarily sold as blind boxes, and they have an active secondary market for resale, just like CS skins.
Both have jackpot pulls that can make a lucky user quite a bit of profit.
Sounds a bit like something else we know.
But the difference comes in that these collectibles are only bought partially for monetary gain. Some kids just like Pokemon cards. The hobby is unfortunately seeing more speculation in it, but it's not entirely about that.
You like Pokemon cards? I got Pokemon cards for sale.
I love Pokemon cards. I love making money off Pokemon cards.
These Pokemon cards are fake. I can't make any money off these.
You're calling these cards fake? Plus, even if you don't get the jackpot pull, you can still get a reward, even if it's not a high value item.
The biggest difference between cards and cases is the lower ease of access.
To open a pack of Pokemon cards, you either need to wait for shipping or travel to a store.
That's not true about all parts of the gradient, which brings us to the second level.
Genshin Impact? Oh boy, do I ever want to talk about Genshin Impact.
This script is garbage. Who wrote this?
Genshin, at least what I've heard from Jay, because I don't play that game.
Never played it either.
Well, Genshin is a money sink, says Jay. It has seasonal events that Jay really loves to spend thousands on to get that rare limited time pull. He really has FOMO about getting that hot new 5-star hero.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, sure you don't. Jay has problems getting that hero because it's all random and he just keeps getting bombarded with how cool that new hero is.
A Wooga?
And with it being a mobile game, it's just so accessible for him to spend money. It's always in his pocket.
It's a mobile game?
It's an addiction, and you need help.
And academic research backs that up.
In a Hong Kong study, Tang et al. Found that 25% of young adult gacha gamers are at high risk of problem gambling.
Wow, that's really bad. I'm glad I don't play that game, Matthew.
We'll get you some help.
But not from the next level! Like Genshin, spinning cases is quite accessible. All you need is a computer or an online third-party website, which brings us to today's sponsor.
No. We don't take those kinds of sponsors. This video is actually sponsored by the Broken Crown series by Meadow L. Marie, who is not paying us. I just really love the author.
Her books can easily be purchased in online places, just like skins.
And that's one of the real reasons New Yorkers like me have an issue with those cases. These skins can be bought and sold for real life, though real nuts. And that's why a lot of people are opening these cases.
With Genshin, you're spending hundreds to thousands of dollars, but not for a monetary reward.
There's no in-game marketplace, no place to sell individual cosmetics to characters. You'd have to sell your entire account, and Lord knows Jay doesn't want to do that.
With Genshin, characters provide in-game value. Again, somehow, I don't play the game.
Ha, not since the intervention.
CS skins are cosmetic. When you get a good drop, you may get excited because the skin looks cool, but primarily you're looking for the price tag.
I remember going to a friend's birthday party and watching him excitedly spend his money on case openings. When he hit red, the first thing we did was check the price. We were 11 at the time. We could not go to the casino, but the casino could come to us.
In a 2017 UK Gambling Commission study, it was found that 11% of youth aged 11 through 16 had bet on skins in online games, and the effects can be just as bad.
A report from Mental Health Research Canada found that opening loot boxes more than any other form of gambling is associated with anxiety, depression, and worse.
Let's just sit with that for a second. That means that this could be worse for your mental health than this.
So, is there a difference between these forms of chance? Yes, but the lines are blurry and the stats don't look good. Valve is right to point to Pokemon cards as being similar, but that doesn't make this okay.
Should there be an age requirement on buying Pokemon card packs? We don't think so. The physical tangibility and lower ease of access pushes it over the edge for us. Not to mention the collateral damage to kids who just want a shiny Garchomp.
So, is it gambling? A little bit, yeah.
But it's a system that's existed for decades. Only recently have scalpers and collectors pushed it towards having a monetary focus. Pokemon needs reform, not a ban.
Online spaces where people buy and sell in-game cosmetics are far more predatory.
People spend more, and the environment mirrors casino gambling much more than card packs do.
Winner, Gagnon.
So that's where we draw the line. Should you have to provide your ID to open up the CS case or to play Genshin Impact? No, that's a huge privacy violation, and we don't trust corporations to keep your ID safe. But if Valve wants to run a casino, it should have to follow the same rules.
In an ideal world, Valve would just remove gambling from the game, but with how lucrative it is, they're treating this issue as if that's not an option.
But it is an option. If New York orders Valve to either put in ID checks or remove gambling, they should just remove gambling. Their hands are not tied.
Skins are overpriced in Valorant, but at least you know what you're getting.
At an item shop with varying rarities and floats in the game, you can still get that crazy finds, but there shouldn't be a risk. You should know what you're getting.
Loot boxes should never be a gateway to the roulette table.
No, they shouldn't. So where do you draw the line? Let us know in the comments down below, and be sure to subscribe to myself, Jay, and Zohran.
The three of us spent a long time on this video, so thank you for watching to the end. And for every like on this video, I'm gonna give Matt one little smooch on the forehead.
Perfect.
That's great.
I think that was a perfect video.